Hi, this is Nancy Berliner from HPE Technical Marketing Engineering. HPE Alletra Storage MP Disconnected is designed for customers operating in air-gapped environments where business requirements prevent connectivity to HPE's cloud-based management. It delivers the same operational experience while running entirely on-premises. This demo will walk you through connecting an existing air-gapped HPE Alletra Storage MP B10000 system to the HPE GreenLake dedicated platform, which is the hardware and software that runs Alletra Storage MP Disconnected. If your dedicated platform appliance has not yet been deployed, a separate video covering that process is available on YouTube and the HPE Video Gallery. There are 3 basic steps. First, add the license and CA certificate for Alletra Storage MP Disconnected to your storage array. Then, onboard this device by first adding it to the inventory file maintained by the appliance and then importing it into the dedicated platform. Before you begin, be aware that an existing air-gapped B10000 cannot connect to DSCC by default, but this can be reversed by HPE support. The first step is to update the B10000 system itself so that it can communicate with the dedicated platform. This requires updating the system's license and CA certificate. Log on to the local on-array UI and go to Settings, System, and Configure Licenses. The license for Alletra Storage MP Disconnected has a nominal cost, but you must replace the existing B10000 license with one that includes this feature. You will have received a new license file, so just copy and paste that text into this area. Next, the CA certificate from the dedicated platform must be added to the array so that it is able to communicate via the secure MTLS tunnel. The certificate can be downloaded from the system area of the dedicated platform. You can use the default self-signed certificate or generate a certificate signing request and use your own signed certificate. When you copy the text from the resulting file, make sure to include everything, including the words begin and end certificate. Then, head back to the on-array UI, go to Settings, Telemetry, Configure Data Services Cloud Console, and paste in the new cert. Note that this step must be done second, because the option will not be visible here until the array license has been updated. Lastly, onboard your device to the dedicated platform by creating an inventory file with that device. This must be done in an HPE cloud-based workspace so that the device serial number and subscription key can be validated. While the process does involve the cloud, the device itself remains air-gapped and never connects. All storage devices in a single instance of the dedicated platform must be onboarded to the same GreenLake workspace so that the inventory file will list all devices. So if you've onboarded devices to the dedicated platform before, use the same workspace for this one. Or use any workspace if this is your first device. When you first purchased the array, you would have received an email with instructions for retrieving its serial number, product number, and subscription key, all of which are needed for this next step. If you don't have that info on hand, call HPE support and they can assist. Entering the device and its subscription key are 2 separate steps, and both are done in the Devices area. First, enter the device serial number and product number, and a contact to receive support communications. Then, proceed to the Device Subscription tab, where you'll enter similar information. Next, you'll need to assign your device to the dedicated platform. If your workspace has only a single region like mine does, your device will have been automatically assigned to that region. If that's the case, you'll need to unassign the device before assigning it to the dedicated platform workspace. And then follow the same process to assign the device subscription. The next step is to onboard your device or devices to the dedicated platform. This involves exporting the device inventory to a file and importing that file into the on-prem workspace. In the Workspace area of Cloud-based GreenLake, you'll now see a Dedicated Platform Workspaces tile. Select your on-prem workspace and export its resources. Then go to the Notifications area to download the file, which you'll use to import the list of devices to your on-prem workspace. To import your list of devices, just drag and drop the file that was saved in the last step and import it into your on-prem workspace. After which, you'll be able to see all of your devices in the Devices tab, including this new one. Now your storage array has been onboarded and is available to be managed by HPE Alletra Storage MP Disconnected. Just go to the Services tab and launch Data Services to view it in Data Ops Manager. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my other 2 videos on configuring the dedicated platform and on managing a storage device with HPE Alletra Storage MP Disconnected.